Seriously? Yeah, I want to talk to all y'all and apologize to anybody. Start with my family, my own black people, neighbors, corrupt popo, legals, illegals, whoever. Exes, children, whatever. Because, see, I've been sitting here thinking about it. And at first, it was a very bad, painful thing for me to be here alone, dealing with all this, when all I was trying to do was give my kids a better life as I could, be a better person and protect my daughter. And again, I'd love to see anybody tell me I'm crazy when Sierra was the one who told me they were looking at her. Sierra, y'all know I don't be no hanging out the window type of ghetto hood rat person. You only see me at the window if I'm trying to get a little air or sunshine or something to check what the weather is. I don't be hanging out the window like a hood rat. The only reason I started watching was because Sierra told me, oh, Ma, close the curtain when I would open it for some air. Oh, close the curtain because those men, the way they look at me, they're always looking at me in the window and I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. They're always looking at me and watching me in the window. And I had to go see what she was talking about. And come to find out, yes, they was. Not all of them. Not Man McCheese. I want to talk to him about that later. Yo, Man McCheese, I always said you was not a pedophile. My daughter never said you was looking at her. I never saw you looking at her. She never said you was. And you never did. You was looking at me. That's what I came to realize. Because you never did pedophile shit. You let your homeboys do it. And laughed about it like it was funny and cute. But you never did it. I always said that because I tell the truth. But now, yeah, he never did. He wasn't, no. So you was looking at me and while your homeboys was looking at my daughter. And that was what y'all do for fun. Well. So let me show y'all how I handle shit. So family, yes, I will be coming to talk to y'all. Tell y'all all the receipts. Bringing receipts with me, by the way. If I got to bring a whole backpack full of receipts. If I got to bring a whole rolling bag full of receipts. Of all the shit that y'all don't know about Doris. Like how I took care of Doris' kid. Y'all talk about I was fucked up and Doris did right by me and took care of Chris. I took care of her son, Barry, for years. While he was down here with Grandma Lula when Doris was on dope. And she was living with the gay madam, Terry, downtown in the village. And Doris was the gay, drug-addicted lesbian prostitute. And that's why she freely admitted she don't know who Barry's father is. And Barry don't know who his father is either. And his father probably don't even know he have a son, Barry. And it's a good thing he don't, because Barry's treacherous. Barry was always angry, I guess, because Doris didn't raise him. But she did right by him with a lot of money when she got her shit together. But she told me much of her dirt she did back in the day when she was getting high. And she even showed me the list she wrote and taped it on the inside of that, that big wall unit she had behind her bed. And there was a door open where she had to close and stuff. And she had taped a list there of shit she had done when she was getting high that she never wanted to do again. Like how she used to, oh my God, I'll save that one for later. The ammunition. Doris told me about herself, but I didn't use it against her. Because she had changed, and that was my auntie. I loved her. And hey, she's trying to be a better person. Who am I to judge? I'm trying to be a better person too. I didn't throw it up and say, hey, Doris, did you know I was taking care of Barry for you while you was getting high and running the streets and getting arrested 97 times because Grandma Lula was old. She couldn't keep up with her. I was young. I got the pictures to prove it. Me sitting there on the bed in Grandma Lula's house, 200 West 146th Street, with Barry on my lap in Pampers. Khalid sitting next to me riding shotgun. I was in charge of them all, but I didn't have to babysit him. I love Khalid. He never abused me. We had fun together growing up. And his little sister Malika and my little sister Cheryl. And I was babysitting them all for Grandma Lula. While y'all had, my mother was going out doing her thing, Barbara was out doing her thing, and Doris was out doing her thing. I was the one who was taking care of her. Grandma Lula was too old to keep up with her. That's why I was the one who had to walk Barry home when Doris took us to 125th Street and went to Boots while she took me and Barry with her to 125th Street and she got busted in the store and I had to take Barry home and we walked home from 125th Street. When Barry was a little kid, about 2-3 years old, and I had to carry him part way and walk. I took care of Barry. While y'all talk about I was so fucked up. And took care of and did a lot of shit for a lot of y'all. All of y'all. Like when I did term paper for Barbara. Her paper. And she got a B+. So I was in high school and I had never been in college. Huh? Or when I would run and ran when Malika had a breakdown. And ran down there and took her shopping and all that. And took her to the cookout and all that. Made sure she was taken care of. And then she took a bath and protected her and all of that shit. And spent $20 on a cab coming down there. Because you called me crying, Barbara. to come and help Malika get in her right mind. She was getting ready to go outside in the street. She used to go out with no shoes on, all kind of crazy shit. After she had a breakdown. You know she had a breakdown because her father, John Powell was his name? Raped her, his own daughter. That's how she lost her virginity. I know everything, remember? And you did nothing, Barbara. You didn't have him arrested. You tried to cover it up, act like it was no big deal, and then even invited him to my sister's funeral that I said I didn't want him there. Because he was a fucking rapist. He raped Malika, his own daughter, and then he raped you years later when you was hanging out with him drunk. Stupid Barbara. And I told you I don't want him at my sister's funeral, and you invited him anyway. Disregarded my wishes. Huh? What? Do that ever again. That was my sister. Huh? And you just said, oh, yeah, let him come anyway. Huh? Tell John I want to apologize to him too. Huh? Let me see him again too. Stupid. Huh? And you held me back when I was going to bust his shit. Because he showed up. He was there at my sister's funeral talking about, I'm sorry for your loss, and smiling at me. And I said, don't show up. I don't want to see you. You're a fucking rapist. You raped your daughter, Malika. That's why Malika was cuckoo. And all that shit happened all with her breakdowns and going into the mental hospital and shit, walking in the street with no shoes and sleeping in the basement. I remember everything. And I helped y'all with everything. I babysat for Khalid. I babysat for Barry and Diana. Diana is fine. I ain't got no problem with Diana. She keep it real. Y'all didn't. You know? Y'all didn't. You know? Y'all tried to spread shit around about me, about Diana. You know? And I wouldn't go along with it. Y'all didn't like that. That I wouldn't go along with the bullshit Doris and y'all used to spread about Diana and not talking about what Barry did to her. She wasn't perfect, but Barry was fucked up. You know? And she was there for her child all the motherfucking time. Made sure Brianna was straight. And she worked with Doris and all of that. While Doris tried to make her look like... Doris tried to make Diana look like a prostitute, man. Diana wasn't the prostitute. Doris was. If you really want to know. I don't know what the hell else Diana was doing. And maybe she wasn't perfect. She had a drink here and there and she did drink and stuff. But shit. The shit Doris tried to say about her on the avenue, I wouldn't go along with it. I said, yo, how you know that? What make you say that? And she looked at me like she had an attitude. Because she used to do the same shit to me. Y'all know it's true, Doris. Everybody in the family. Not you, Virgil. You're not family, motherfucker. You don't know everything. You're not family. You said I was lying to Chris when I said Doris used to keep me from him for all kind of petty shit. Like, because I didn't want Barbara to have my phone number. Barbara would call me in the middle of the night drunk and high. And my kids had to get up early. I had to get up early and get my kids up for school. Told Barbara, Doris, don't give Barbara my new number. She gave it to her anyway. Because she didn't want Barbara to bother her. So she gave her my number. Barbara could bother me. And I told you, Chris, she stopped Chris from coming when I told her I don't want Barbara to have the number. And it caused me to relapse. And you told Chris that was a lie. Tell me to my face so I can punch you in your fucking face for calling me a liar. And you don't know the real deal about Doris. Ask Barbara. She'll tell you. Yeah, Doris would do shit like that. Yes, she would. She separated me from Chris for months while she sent Chris up to drunk-ass Barbara. While Barbara was sleeping off, being drunk and high on coke, weed, and chasing the dragon and alcohol, all kind of shit. And the kids sitting there, Emotep, Curtis, little Curtis, and my son Chris, early in the morning, 11 o'clock, hungry, waiting for Barbara to wake up. She said I was unfit, but she sent Chris up to Barbara in that state. And when I called her and said, listen, they ain't eat. You send them up there and they ain't eat. She said, well, call her. You call her if you got a problem with it. I didn't send them up there. You did. There's a lot of shit y'all don't know. Or Virgil, you didn't tell them how you broke down when Doris died. And I was at the hospital with you and I had to hold you back. We was about to almost attack the doggone nurse because, you know, you was in grief and Doris' body fell a little bit when they was moving her body from the room. And you was ready to attack the woman. And you tried to follow Doris' body down the hall to the morgue. When they was taking it and tried to, like, what, you was going to take the body back? Or stop them? I had to hold you back. Make sure you was okay. And put you in a cab and pay for a cab to make sure you got home. You know, like family. Right? You don't tell people that, right? Right, Virgil? You listen to the bullshit Doris told you. Well, Doris lied. She did a lot of good shit for people and spent a lot of money on them, including me, my family, my son, and everything, and a lot of everybody else. But she also lied, too. She liked to tell lies and gossip. She liked to gossip to people like you, stupid people who wouldn't ask questions. So, yeah, I want to talk to all of y'all. with that descendant of slave breeding program shit she did to me while I was abused in the family, sexually abused by everybody except Khalid. Not Khalid. I love Khalid. We had fun together growing up. He never sexually abused me. I never had to worry about him touching my kids. You know? And y'all sat back and laughed at the shit was going on in my sister's life while she did all that shit and never told me nothing. Y'all gossiped about it behind my back. Gossip about me. Never told me nothing. But then when she was murdered, y'all want to come and tell me everything with your guilty shit. Oh, he was doing this, he was doing that. He broke her jaw in the car door. He slammed her jaw in the car door and broke her jaw. Her jaw was wide shut. Y'all knew all that shit, but you didn't tell me nothing. Till after. You know? When I could have went and got her at a moment's notice. I don't give a fuck. I'd have took her out of there. And if you had a problem with it, well then, what's good? That's my little sister. I raised her. Yeah, she coming with me. You got a problem with that? What? And I'd have fucked him up. And if Cheryl tried to stop me, it would have been too fucking bad. Well, then let's go. Then let's go. And you could come back here later or whatever. Let's go. And I would have made sure she never came back because I'd have terrorized that nigga. Y'all didn't do that. Y'all knew he was beating her, abusing her, and all that shit, and y'all did nothing, but you want to tell me everything after. Yeah, I want to talk to all of y'all, including you, Nicole, who you said I did the show about my sister because I wanted money. Really? Yo, when Doris offered me money from the life insurance, the $300, I told her, no, give it to you. You needed it for your man. Your man's car, white car was broke down. And you helped solve the murder. Huh? I said, give it to you. I didn't want it. It was blood money. You said I did the show where I wanted people to know some good stuff about my sister. I didn't want them to just know how she was murdered in a scandalous way she was murdered. You know? I did the show so they can know some good stuff. You said I did it for money. Come tell me that to my face, bitch, so I can fuck you all the way up. You forgot I gave you the money from the fucking life insurance because I didn't want it. It was blood money for my sister. I said, give it to Nicole when Doris tried to give it to me. And that's what she did. Huh? You forgot, bitch. And you said I did it. It's a show that I did about my sister. I wanted people to know good stuff about her. You didn't say any good stuff about her. I wanted them to know. I want to talk to all of y'all. I want to apologize to y'all if I did something wrong. You know? And I want to talk to all my cousins who sexually abused me too. I think they're going to get away with it. You did get away with it. You didn't go to jail. You wasn't given a child sex offender fucking charge and put in jail and had to register as a child sex offender for the rest of your life. And you wouldn't have gotten none of them good jobs y'all got. Like Harold. You know? Or like Stevie, Lil Claude, Lil Joe. Or like Thomas Renee Samuels. Here in New York. Only one who didn't do it was Khalid. Thank God. I love you, Khalid. I got no problem, no beef with you. I want to give you some cash, for real, for your boys, your 4 boys. How did you do that, Khalid? You beat me at that one. Remember you was competitive with everything? You got me with that one. I had 2 boys, 2 girls. 10 years apart. You had 4 boys. I don't know how you did it. Love you, Khalid. But the rest of y'all, I want to talk to y'all. You know, I know some of y'all in Detroit. You know, if you want to say I'm lying, I'll be happy to come talk to you face to face, you know, so you can tell me I'm lying in my face. You know, but we need to have a talk on phone, something like that, or whatever. Facebook Live, whatever the fuck. Something. And you, Tom, because of Tom, I can't wait to see you face to face. So you can tell me all that Christian bullshit you be trying to push on Facebook. You forgot the part, though, where you sexually abused me when I was a kid. And you was the first one that got me started smoking. You were smoking and you gave it to me. Remember you asked me did I want it? And I was like, I forgot about it. And then I said, okay. And you said, all right, give me $10. You know, I had to pay for it. Because I guess you didn't want to fuck up your package. You wanted to smoke, but not fuck up your package. So you used me to do it. And that's how I got started smoking. You forgot? You did that at Anime's house. You forgot? Let's talk about it. Everybody. Ammunition on all of you. And I got questions. Y'all thought all that was okay? Well, I want to talk to you about it. Because I didn't forget. But apparently y'all did. And then I got to deal with everybody else. I want to talk to everybody and apologize to everybody. So, yeah. You're not going to run from a conversation, right? Because you see, I'm not angry. I'm not threatening nobody. I just want to have a conversation. And an apology for the people who sexually abused me. Yeah, and my family. Let's see what's good. Bye for now.